Today we're looking at the ARCHEER UHF wireless dual-channel microphone system. Could this be the end-all, be-all mic system you've been looking for your get-together needs or even content creation needs? Well, we'll find out. Don't go anywhere. Up next. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for stopping by for another episode of Lone Nose. This is a place where we help content creators just like you get better every single day through audio, video, and text. So if you already haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe and bell button. And also, if you like the video or don't like it, hit that like or dislike button so I know what kind of videos you are looking for. All right, so today we are looking at the ARCHEER UHF wireless microphone system. Now, off the bat, this wireless microphone system is made for karaoke's, weddings, churches, conferences, parties, and the like. Wait, hold on. No love for the wrestling events? The microphone kit comes with two unidirectional cardioid pattern wireless microphones and a receiver. Also in the box, the power adapter, a short one at that, and a 1/4-inch connector that you use to connect your receiver to an amplifier, mixer, or speakers. Me, I got mine going into the line in of my USB mixer and recording from there. Let's take a closer look at the receiver. The mixer has a metal housing. It's very light, very easy to pick up and go. You also have a power button, your left volume knob that controls microphone A, and your right volume knob that controls microphone B. Currently, I have decided to settle on having my mic set around 1 o'clock for the best sound. It even has a pretty fancy blue lit LED display that shows which channel your mic and receiver is on. But more on that later, you're going to want to stay tuned for this one. We move to the back of the receiver and we see our two antennas. 2 audio ports. Why 2 audio ports, you ask? Well, you really only need one. Like I said, I'm going to my mixer and that's feeding my speakers. But if you wanted to go directly into your speakers, you could have one line going into one speaker, like the left channel, and you have the other line going to the other speaker, like the right channel. For some dual speaker action. There are no individual channels when it comes to output, but you can mix the 2 signals from the front. All right, let's take a look at the microphone. You have 2 of them that can be used simultaneously, and the wireless setup offers no lag whatsoever. Very nice. Now, you can tell the difference immediately between the 2 by the bottom. This pack has a gray bottom for mic A and an orange color for mic B. Also, you can tell the difference between each mic by the brilliantly lit blue LED display on the body of the mic. It shows you the name and the frequency for each microphone. Now for the actual build of the microphone. Well, it's solid. It's a long microphone, it's got some weight, but I wouldn't call it a very rugged microphone that would handle dings, drops, and other things like that. It could probably take some abuse, but I wouldn't try to abuse it. The finish gives it a nice, attractive look and shine, but scratches easily, so be very careful. If we look inside of the mic, starting from the bottom, we can see the cap pops off, revealing the frequency. In the middle, we can see the 2 AA batteries it takes to power this microphone. Speaking of batteries, I've been using this microphone for a couple of days now, and I've had no use to change the batteries, even during the making of this review. They've been holding up. And moving up to the top, we can see the extra padding to help against plosives from the inside and on the top of the capsule. So with all of that being said, let's take a look at the sound. Well, not really look. Let's take a listen to the sound. These are good sounding mics. They're not great sounding mics, but they're really good sounding mics. Very respectable. My only issues is with the sensitivity to the plosives. They're very sensitive when it comes to the plosives. Without a pop filter, the consistency of the mic is all over the place, especially if you're right on top of it. Now, throughout this review, I've been using this pop filter on this microphone because it just makes me feel more comfortable compared to the same microphone not having a pop filter. Here's a difference. You can actually see it for yourself if there is a difference, but me, I just feel more comfortable when I have this pop filter on the microphone compared to not having it on it. In general, I would suggest you get one of these pop filters for this mic system. In fact, I would recommend getting one of these for any budget microphone system. They could really use the additional help when it comes to easing up on the plosives. Now, while the mic sounds good, I wish it were just a tad bit brighter for my personal taste. It's not a deal breaker, it's just a personal preference of mine. If you haven't noticed that at all during this entire video, well then, no worries. But what do I mean by brighter? Well, if I were to go to my mixer and I were actually to raise up the highs or the treble, you can hear how my voice actually, it clears up. It removes the low end or some of the muddiness that's happening through the signal. Now, if you were using this for a personal home birthday party or maybe some kind of personal event or something like that, you really wouldn't worry about that. But if maybe you were like a DJ or something, or maybe you were like a professional karaoke somewhere, or maybe like a wedding and you needed that kind of additional high to kind of cut through so your voice can cut through the music or cut through the additional crowd or the rumbling of the noise of the people, this is probably something you would probably want to do additionally. Now, if you are one of those people, then you probably have that ability set for you, but just keep that in mind. It's not a deal breaker. It's not a big deal, but if you got the equipment, then you can do it. And one thing that has impressed me about this microphone is its range. Oh my God, I've tested a lot of microphones, and this thing, one thing that has impressed me surely about this microphone is its range. It goes about 30 meters or 80 feet, and especially when I step out of the office and you've got the walls and everything and the way it just holds up with everything, you just got to tell yourself, wow, this thing's impressive. The handling function of this microphone is pretty impressive. I was at a family function the other day playing ping pong while using a microphone. It worked just fine. Now, one of the coolest features about this microphone is its ability to reject outside sounds. We've got kids playing right next to me. We've got the air purifier running right next to me, and you could probably hear it very, very minimal. Don't believe me? Well, this is what it sounds like without the microphone. Thank you. Big difference, right? All right, so these mics offer great range, great versatility, and great sound. But what are the things I wish could be improved upon when it comes to this mic system? Well, first, since these are dynamic mics, they require a lot of gain or volume. And from my test, the device itself is not the quietest setup out there. If you max out the volume, expect some hiss from the device. On top of that, it really doesn't put out a loud signal on its own anyway. Check this out. I'm recording this in Audition, and the levels are barely making negative 12 decibels, where I normally prefer to record my audio. If you were doing this at an event, you would have to compensate with more gain with whatever external device you are using to receive and send. And hope that's not introducing any additional noise too. And last, remember how I told you to remember about this LED panel, the one with the channel numbers and the meter range here? Well, it would be nice if it actually moved. As it is just a very static display doing nothing. You can't change the channels. You cannot meter your levels at all. It is just still. It is just there. There's no dancing of meters or changing of channels anywhere. Not on the mic, not on the receiver, nowhere. It just is how it is. And that's it. Okay, so what's my final decision? Well, for $70, you can't beat it. I mean, yeah, you could get a wired dynamic mic for just a little more money, and it might sound a little better, but I mean, come on. $70, a wireless microphone, you get 2 wireless mics, and just with a little tweaking and maybe a pop filter, you can sound just as good as the expensive mics. Like I said, for $70, you cannot beat this. So here's my pros and cons. Battery life is good, great sound rejection, and great range. My cons? Random weird static once in a while, self-noise is noticeable at high volumes, and the receiver LED, well, it does nothing. My advice? Make sure you get a pop filter for this. And that is the Archeer UHF Wireless Microphone System. I'll leave links in the description down below so you get some more information on this microphone if you want. All right, if you liked the video or didn't like it, go ahead, leave a like or a dislike. If you loved it, well, then feel free to subscribe. Any comments, questions, or concerns, well, leave it in the comments section down below. Follow me on social media at LowNoseSortOf. And if you're trying to improve your content creation game, then join us on our Discord server at LowNose. Guys, until next time, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.